everybody, welcome to the Walnut Lodge Volant location. This afternoon at 4:30, this is Foundations week 8, if you can believe it. Alright, so we're going to continue the work that we've been doing, the work on the straight spine in different planes. And today we're going to need some kind of pillow, a block of some sort, and a strap. The strap could be a rope. These could be anything. We're going to be laying on this, and we're going to be putting our hands on this. So you could also use a pillow interchangeably for a block. We're going to start today with our legs tied together. And when we use a strap on the outsides of our legs, it just really helps us to access the sideline, and it helps us to wake up that glute medius. And then that really helps you with the balance of the sacrum. Because all the stuff that we've been doing in this foundation series, I've been kind of just focusing on that straight spine. We just really have to understand how to support the low back, how to create a posterior tilt in the pelvis. And we're going into things that require that you understand that. And we're doing the bows today. Hopefully we'll take that into something else. And we're also doing the rollies. All right, so I want you to tie your knees together and just leave a little space, not a big space. And then we're going to come over onto our stomach, and we're just going to kind of review this thing that we haven't done for a long time. So we're going to come down here, forehead on the back of the hands, long body. So this is just to kind of feel what this strap can do for you. So what I want you to do is press your feet into the floor, and as your knees are going to contract or pull up, your quads are going to contract. So I'm hyperextended. If you're watching, you can see my knees pulling off the floor. Then I want you to push out onto that strap. So that strap is tight, push out, and then see if it's easier your sit bones and your tailbone, and rotate them down towards the mat or into the backs of the legs, and feel that pubic bone press down into the backs of the legs. Press the pubic bone, feel the waist lift, and let go of that. So for me, using that strap really helps feel how you can rotate your pelvis. Now remember, we're rotating our pelvis so that the pubic bone goes down and the top edge of your pelvis, the sacrum hits the lumbar. That's going to go up to the ceiling. We're going to take a little bit of the curve out by really supporting from underneath. All the curve isn't going to go out, especially on these low levels. So we're going to hold that, and then what we're going to do is just lift the legs off the ground without changing any of the position that you've gained in the pelvis. So how the legs can detach really from the pelvis. All right, so forehead down, press the feet, pull the quads. Now, press out on that strap. Your knees will come out. Now, take your sit bones and reach them down, glutes, press your pubic bone, lift your stomach. Now, just breathe here. Keep the pelvis. So because you're holding your stomach, your breath is going to go up into your ribs. Keep holding. Keep driving the sit bones into the backs of the legs. You feel the pubic bone pressing. Feel your lower ribs expand. So you're taking a deep breath, but you're letting it go sideways instead of pushing it down into your belly so much. Keep pressing out, rotating the sit bones. Now without letting go of anything, just lift your legs off the ground. Don't let your pubic bone come up. So when you do it that way, you just feel the weight of being suspended on the edges of those sit bones, where the hamstrings are attached to the sit bones. Now my legs are not off the ground much. I'm keeping my knees straight. I'm just feeling the weight, trying to hold my stomach up, pressing out on the strap. So as you press out on the strap, your bone into the ground and squeeze your glutes, you can feel your hips separate. You can feel your hips open a bit, even though you're laying on them. And it's easier to lift if you have this strap here. Couple more breaths. And release. Just let that go and come up onto your elbows. All right, so that strap piece is important. And especially for if you're like me, my hip flexors are really tight. My quads are tight, so I have a lot of work to do to even just kind of get them back to a usable place. All right, so putting your arms in the Sphinx postures, just so let's loosen up the shoulders a bit, relax, drop your head. Now, we usually start here, but since we did that pelvis work, my lower back is feeling, pretty good. A little bit different than the normal way that we start. Nod your head a little bit, make sure that you've let that go. And then, inhale, push your spine up, exhale, drop it down. Inhale, spine goes up, shoulder blades slide to the side. Exhale, chest goes down, shoulder blades squeeze together. Inhale, push up. Exhale, drop down. Adding the circle. Inhale, push up. Exhale, as you're dropping down, pull your shoulders up to your ears. Inhale, pull the shoulder blades down as you push your spine up. Exhale, shoulders to the ears. Inhale, blades down, chest up. Exhale, shoulders to the ears. Inhale, chest up, blades down. Exhale, shoulders to the ears. Inhale, up, blades down. Exhale, shoulders to the ears. Inhale, up, blades down. Exhale, shoulders to the ears. Reversing it, keep your shoulders here. Inhale, push up, shoulders up. And then down with the shoulder blades and undulate through. Inhale, push up, shoulders to your ears. Exhale, feel the shoulder blades go down, chest undulates through. Inhale, feel that mid-back stretch. Exhale, as the blades go down, feel your collarbones go forward. Inhale, push up and back into that stretch. Exhale, ribs go forward, shoulder blades go down. Again, inhale, push up. Exhale, couple more. Inhale, push up. Exhale. Inhale, push up. Exhale, one more. Inhale, push up. Exhale, undulate through, release. Hands back, turn your head to your favorite side and breathe. Trying to just get profile with your face. Relax your neck. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. And really high in your upper back. But let that breath go all the way through your spine. We're warming up and waking up. Feel your breath passing through you. Really feel the exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale. And then come back to the center. All right, and again, Sphinx posture. Drop down. Feel the blades kind of squashing together. Inhale, push the spine up, feel the blades migrate to the sides. Pick your butt and pelvis up, stick it out, and then take your tailbone and pull your tailbone towards your rib cage. Now lift the pubic bone towards your spine. Now just breathe into your entire back. So you're going to inhale, push up. When you exhale, pull your pubic bone again. So now you can get your low back pretty straight. Inhale, you feel the ribs expand. Exhale, you feel your pubic bone pulling up, low back gets longer. So we're going to add a kind of a shrug here like we've been doing. Protraction, retraction though. All right? Just working on the shoulders. We need strong shoulders. We need strong connections of the blades into the back. So inhale, your spine goes up. More. Exhale, down. Don't let your stomach go. Inhale, go up. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, push way up. Exhale, keep a hold of your stomach, down. Inhale, way up. Exhale, down. Inhale, way up. Exhale, one more. Inhale, way up. Exhale, then release your pelvis. Lift your chest up and slide your hands forward. Chest is going to be a little higher today. Just the lower parts of your ribs are going to touch. Now press your feet, pull your quads, press out on that strap, take your sit bones and drive them into the backs of your legs. Now usually we go forward and back here. We're only going to go one forward. Inhale, chest forward, pull your blades back. Exhale, more sit bones. So we're in a cobra with our hands forward. Slide your hands back. So inhale, chest forward, shoulder blades in, pulling back into the hands. Exhale, take your sit bones, push into your legs. Keep pressing out on that strap. It's more work, but you can feel things a little easier. Inhale. Exhale. Keep pressing. Inhale, try to feel your ribs going forward. Exhale. Sometimes this early in the class, it's hard to feel those shoulder blades. Just a couple more. Inhale, press out, exhale, sit bones down. If your feet come up, you're not pressing your pubic bone enough. Inhale, exhale, two more. Inhale, exhale. Sit bones. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Release it. Turn your head to the other side. Profile. Breathe. Into your back. Just a couple more. Really feel the inhale and the exhale. And then come back center. All right, I want you to get your block or your pillow. You could use either on this. And we're gonna roll onto our back. If you have a block, put it on the low position. Keep your legs tied up. Lay your shoulder blades on the block. Legs can go straight. And then, for me, if I drop my head back, my head's on the floor. If you don't like this, you're gonna have to put something underneath your head. Either way is good. Now, I'm just gonna keep this here so that I can talk a little bit easier. Take your hands up, interlace, extend your index finger. I just like that. It gives you a direction. And then we're going to pull our arms back. So some of us can go down right away. It's going to take me a while. What I want you to do here is as you inhale, take your ribs and push them up to the ceiling. As you exhale, just release. Just try to move your ribs first. Just push up. Move them. You can feel your ribs because you're laying on them. Now when you push your ribs up, pull your shoulder blades down. Inhale, chest up, blades down. Feel them pulling back. Exhale, release. Inhale, ribs up. Shoulder blades down, pull the blades onto that block or onto the pillow. Exhale. And again, inhale, blades down, chest up. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale, pull the blades down, chest up. Exhale, let them go. Two more. Inhale, blades down, ribs up. Exhale, last one. Inhale, blades down, ribs up. Exhale. Let your arms go. And just a couple breaths here. Now, roll off the block, and I want you to move it down a little bit towards your waist. And then I want you to roll right back on it. So now, I'm feeling the block start kind of right above my waist, and the top edge is at my shoulder blades. It's easier to put my head on the ground. My ribs are kind of splaying a little bit more. Couple breaths there. Just let your spine open. It's not a huge arch, but it's significant. And you want to really try to relax through that lower rib edge. Relax your belly. Now we're going to do the same thing. And I want you to really feel the blades. You'll feel them pulling down onto the block, pulling to the block actually, and changing the shape of your chest. So take your hands up, interlace, pull them down. If they go to the ground, leave them there. So we're going to go inhale, ribs up, blades down, and then on the exhale, push your shoulder blades up to your ears. So this is inhale, blades go down, depression. Exhale, elevation. Inhale, blades go down, chest goes up. Exhale. Press your waist towards the ground on that exhale. Inhale, your spine's going to arch a bit. Exhale, shoulders up, kind of pull your waist towards the floor. Inhale and exhale, just 2 more. Inhale, exhale, 1 more. Inhale, pull them back. Exhale, let them go. Couple breaths. Feel this in from your collarbones and your sternum out through your hands. Just breathe the ribs big. And then roll yourself off of the block. Just stay there. Drop your head down. And then push your inhale between your shoulder blades. All right. So, coming back to our bellies. This time, get your blanket. Sorry. It's Thursday. I am usually out of words by Thursday. Get your block or your pillow and put it out in front. You can put it on the low side, the medium side, or the high side. I'm going to start on the medium side, and I'm talking to the wrong camera. I'm sorry.
Can I switch?
Yes, can you switch for a couple seconds? All right, so low side, medium side, or high side. Now, most of you have done this, and we're going to do the exact same thing we just did on our back, on our belly. So we're going to try to use muscles in our backs to create more of an upper back movement. Our upper backs are hard to move. That's why I like to do so much work there. The older you get, the more you have to work here. I've been seeing a lot of advertisements lately for postural girdles, basically. And I think that's because we're doing so much sitting. You need to have good posture. It's hard to have good posture when you're sitting. All of this stuff right here is exactly what you need to do to keep your upper back mobile and strong. You have to keep the muscles in your upper back strong. All right, so hands on the block, and then put your forehead down on the ground. All right, now James will switch the camera, but not yet. So press your feet, press out on the blocks, on the straps, drive your sit bones, hold that position with your pelvis. Then just watch the block. Inhale, you're going to pull your blades back, the block's going to tilt towards you. Exhale, push it away, the block will tilt away. And we're going to do about 4 or 5 of these. Inhale, pull the blades back. Exhale, push the arms out. Now, lift your face up and look at the block. Inhale, pull the shoulder blades back, reach your chest forward. Exhale, push away, take your tailbone and push your tailbone towards your legs. Inhale, pull, reach. Exhale, push, tailbone reach, stomach lift. Inhale, pull, reach your ribs. Try to feel the inhale and the shoulder position connected in both places. Inhale, blades go back, ribs go forward. And then you also feel your shoulder blades connected to the exhale, but only because you're lifting your stomach and driving those sit bones. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, push it out. Just one more. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, push it out. Now on this one we're going to stay. Inhale, pull it up. Now move your hands back to the cobra position. All right, now your cobra position is probably way better than it was before. Inhale, chest forward, blades back. Exhale, press out on that strap. Inhale, chest forward, blades back. Exhale, the ribs going forward. Inhale, chest forward, blades back. Exhale, sit bones. Inhale, chest forward, blades back. Exhale, sit bones. Inhale, chest forward, blades back. Exhale, sit bones. One more. Inhale, chest forward, blades back. Exhale, sit bones, and release. Come up into that Sphinx posture, kind of, and just drop your head. Breathe into your upper back. Can you go to the other camera, James? Thank you. All right. So I've lifted my head up because I want to talk. But what I want you to think about is a lot of the stuff that we're doing here is just about like waking things back up. Yeah, we get weak, but before we get weak, we lose our connections. It's kind of a somatic, a body amnesia. If you don't have complex patterns, movement patterns in your everyday life, then you get stuck in a couple patterns and then you can't, with your mind or in your body, make those connections. This upper back connection with the breath and the exhale is really difficult to get if you don't work on it. So I do all these crazy things just so that you can feel this. What is that? I'm taking my chest and I'm pushing it forward through my shoulders. I'm not pulling my shoulder blades back so much. I'm just using my upper back in an extending movement, right? And I can feel that. So here's what I want you to do. Lift up. Now pull your shoulder blades back and reach your chest forward. And just hold that. And see if you can feel work going on in your upper back. See if you can feel those muscles just working right there. And then take your tailbone and reach it towards the floor. Press your pubic bone. So we're in just a Sphinx posture, but we're taking a little bit of the curve out of our low back because we're reaching our sit bones. All right? Just a couple more breaths, pushing that chest forward. Pushing it forward. Feeling the muscles contract. Couple more breaths. And then just release. So we're going to press back to a child pose. Don't take your strap off, so maybe just come back a little bit, not all the way to child pose. Just kind of halfway. But what I really want you to do is I want you to just drop your head and round your back. And then we're just going to slide right back out. All right. Now we're going to go into the rollies. And so when we do these rollies, we're going to roll onto our right side, you're going to take the left side of your body. You're going to try to take that left leg up to the ceiling. Now when we first learned the rollies, we didn't have a strap on. But I want you to try to think about the same thing. Lifting that leg, you're going to kind of push off of the other leg. Try not to push off of your arms. All right? And then the other thing is I want you to feel your tailbone. So we're going to roll onto our right side. Just imagine your tailbone and you're gonna roll your tailbone to the right. You're gonna try to see your mind's eye working the tailbone to the side. So let's just actually, before we go into the rollies, just be here in this kind of Sphinx posture, and then feel your tailbone and turn it. And kind of what happens to me is the left side of my hip goes up. What we're trying to accomplish here with the rollies is we're trying to develop a pattern that will allow us to turn really efficiently. We're trying to get the muscles to go really close to the spine and turn us more from our axis than from the extremities. All right, so think about that tailbone, and then we're gonna push that left leg to the ceiling and push off of our right leg. All right, so arms are gonna go forward. So press your pubic bone, press your feet, pull your quads, lift your belly. Now push out on that strap and lift your legs up, but don't let go of your stomach. Right, now we're gonna tailbone, lift that leg to the ceiling, roll up onto your side. Keep pressing so that top leg is working and your bottom leg is working. The inside of that bottom leg is working. So we're gonna add something here today. We're gonna pull our knees towards our chest as we roll onto our back. So we're gonna inhale and you're gonna exhale. Pull your knees up. Now just feel your low back on the ground. So we're pulling our knees, right? Then stretch your legs straight up to the ceiling. If you don't have, a hamstring flexibility that will allow the 90, then keep your knees bent. What we're going for though is pressing our waist into the ground. So take your hands, put them on your knees. We did this quite a while ago. Now, pull your knees towards your chest with your hands. Now take your pubic bone and pull your pubic bone towards your waist. Now let go with your hands and just hold them there. So it's hip flexors and it's also abdominals. You want to be able to access both. Now we're going to slow motion roll side. So no matter what kind of hamstring flexibility you have, I want you to straighten your legs. So straighten your legs, maybe go to 45, keep this line pulling. Now we're going to slow roll onto our side. Slow, slow, slow. Oh, slow, slow, slow. Onto the side. Now, reach that left leg back behind you and go slow onto your belly. Slow, 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 and release. All right. Can you go to the other camera again, James? It's just easy for me to talk like this. Thank you. All right. So I have this really great guy behind the desk here that switches cameras for me. How lucky am I? All right. So the rollies, these are the rollies. They are a core exercise. But more than that, they are about recruiting patterns into the core. It's just not abdominal crunches. This is allowing the body to go through a fairly complex series of motions, and at the same time, you're coordinating all of that through a central core. All right, so we're going to do that again. We're going to do the right side one more time through all of that. Now, if you can go, what we eventually want to do is go from the side to our back without our knees bending, just throwing the legs straight up to the ceiling. And then later on, we just roll with our legs low, but that requires a lot of abdominal strength. So we're going to do the same thing, and if you can keep your legs straight, keep your legs straight. And then we'll go to the other side, and we'll do that twice. All right, so reach your hands forward, same thing. Press your feet, pull your quads, press out on that strap. Drive your sit bones into the back. Feel your pubic, feel your back go long, feel your stomach lift. Now lift your legs up. Think about your tailbone. Roll the tailbone, lift the leg up, lift it up. Now stay here a couple of breaths. Feel that nice long line. Leg is lifting, lower leg is lifting, tailbone is reaching. Breathe. Try to feel this line back and forth. Back and forth meaning pubic bone pull to the rib cage, tailbone go to your back. You can kind of wiggle your legs if you let go of your stomach. Don't. Try to stay in a straight line. Big inhale, and then exhale, pull onto your back. Stay here. Pull your pubic bone towards your rib cage. Now, we're gonna work the abdominals. This is pulling up, shoulder blades are pressing down. Breathe. If you can, as I'm holding it, pull your legs up to vertical. So we're kind of at a 45. Keep pressing your waist. Your waist just isn't touching, it's pushing into the ground. So you're doing the same thing. The pelvis is tilting back into the floor. Your tailbone is going up to the ceiling. Breathe. Now we're going to go slow motion onto the right side. Slow motion onto the right side, and then slow motion onto your belly. And release. Turn your head to your favorite side. Couple breaths, just let everything go before we go to the other side. And coming back center. We're going to do that to the other side. All right, so first just come up onto your elbows. And let's think about the tailbone. So we're going to go onto the left side. So take your tailbone, rotate it, and feel that right hip start to automatically lift. So that's part of the pattern. The other thing is that leg has to go up. People want to push off. One of the things about just doing anything, and I really kind of felt it that time because I didn't get my leg up where I wanted it to be. Sometimes we just rush things. We're so impatient to get to that place that if the system that we set up isn't working very well, we jump to another system. And what I mean by that is if you just roll the tailbone and think about that, this will be the right leg going up. And if it doesn't happen right away, don't give up on it. Just stay with it for 3 or 4 breaths and keep pushing it. Maybe it'll take a little bit longer because you're trying to use your back muscles and your hip muscles to coordinate something that some of us don't know how to do. So give yourself like a couple breaths before you start pushing off of your knee. All right, arms out. Press your feet, pull your quads, press out on that strap. Feel your sit bones go down, feel your belly, lift your legs up. Now, tailbone, right leg goes up, and we're on our... Keep lifting that top leg. Keep lifting the bottom leg. Nice long stomach. Couple breaths. Now we're going to exhale. You're going to pull your waist back. That's going to take you onto your spine. And your legs are going to go up to the ceiling or pull your knees in. And exhale, pull. So on this round, first round, just grab the strap and or your knees. Feel that low back on the ground. Now pull your knees in a little past where they were. Take your pubic bone, pull it towards your waist. Take your tailbone, reach it to the ceiling. Let go, hold everything. So you're holding stomach and you're also holding hip flexors. Take your hands back to where they were. Keep holding with your stomach. So you're trying to pick your pelvis up off the ground by pulling your stomach, your pubic bone towards your waist. Keep pulling. Then stretch your legs straight up to the ceiling. And now we're going to go slow motion roll from here. Hold on to your stomach. Don't let it come off. And here we go. Slowly hold, control it. Control it. Control it. Control it. Onto the side. And then slow motion onto your stomach. Feel that right leg reach back behind you just a bit, holding you, allowing the motion to slowly give into gravity and release. Couple breaths here. Come up onto your elbows. All right, so we're going to do that one more time. Yeah, one more time. And this time we'll work the stomach a little bit. Now, this is a lot of work, and but maybe you're not sweating, maybe you are sweating. But the work really is in the coordination patterns, and when we're done with this, you should feel different all the way from your hips, through your shoulders. The whole torso has been integrated in a different way. So we're going to do this one more time with a hold on the back. All right, arms out. Press your feet, pull your quads, press out on the strap, drive your sit bones, lift your belly, then legs up, keep that low back long. Start with your tailbone. Roll your tailbone, push that right leg up, take your time, and there you go. Pull your pubic bone towards your spine. Feel your sit bones going towards your legs, right? Long back. Suck the guts in. Work the legs. Now take a big inhale, thinking that your waist is going to be the first thing to hit the ground. Exhale, pull. Shoulder blades down. Now feel your waist on the ground. So you have to tilt your pelvis back and into the floor. Now slowly lower your legs to 45 if you can hold them. And we're just going to breathe here. Every time you exhale, take this pubic bone and pull it back and into the floor. If you can't hold this position, go to vertical. If you need to hold on with your hand, hold on with your hand. Try to get a couple good rounds, couple good breaths, pressing that waist into the ground. Hold it there, breathe. All right, get ready. Slow motion roll. Back to that left side. Control it. Control it. Control it. Then Slow motion roll onto your stomach. Control it, control it, control it, control it, and release. All right. Press back, unstrap yourself, and child pose. Head down. I'm not going to go into child. I'm just going to talk a little bit. So, all of this is technical underpinnings so that you can really feel all the parts of the torso and you can manipulate them and control them so that your planks and your side balances and the side planks all have a support and that you understand how to use that support. I don't believe in guesswork. I want people to understand how to use what it is that they have. So we go through this painstaking process of kind of dissecting out all of these patterns. And why you do that is because you're not always going to be able to do everything. And so you have to be able to determine how to do things that you can't do, whether it's because of injury or age or whatever. But if you understand the process, you can figure it all out for yourself. That's what you should be trying to get out of these classes. You know, they're not hotshot, fancy classes. They're just digging deep into patterns that will illuminate structure, function, and mobility for you. All right, so we're going to take the rollies now into the side planks. All right, we're first going to do the stretch though, but I don't think we're going to need much stretch because we've really worked the chest today. So coming out onto your right side, elbow, line yourself up. All right, we can switch, line yourself up. Relax that shoulder. So this is what we've been doing. Letting the shoulder go and then finding it. All right, and all that shoulder work that we do, whether it's the protraction, retraction, in those shrugs in plank, or whether it's what we just did with the block, it all gives you an idea of where the shoulder blades are laying on your back. All right, so this, I don't feel anything here today because we've worked so much through the shoulders already. So come on up. First, let the shoulder go. Make sure you're on your side. But the side gets easier after the rollies. Not stretch-wise, but in your brain. You can kind of feel how to coordinate that a little bit more. So, press down through and then get your shoulder and feel that stretch change to kind of above your waist more than into your shoulder. So let go again. You feel ribs more. When you pull the shoulder down, you feel more above the hip crest and into the waist. So just breathe there, let that happen. Couple more. And then release it. And today we're just going to go right to the other side. We're not going to do the shoulder rotations. So onto the left side, pull, arrange your clothing, right? First the elbow, and then just relax that. Feel the ribs drop. And then push down, chest up. So this is all part of that support of that upper back arch or the upper back extension that we're looking for. And you know this. When you see people with poor posture, their shoulders round forward, you have the hunch going on. We want to do exactly the opposite. Shoulder blades rolling back and pressing down into the spine. But you have to have muscles in order to do that. All right, so coming up onto the hand, make sure you're not rocking back. Relax the shoulder first. Couple breaths right here. Breathe into those lower ribs. Those, actually, it's upper ribs here. Upper ribs, middle ribs. And then press down with the shoulder blade. Feel it change to above your waist. Breathe down there. Couple more. And let that go. All right, coming back onto the right side. So, we're going to do side plank right, full plank center, side plank left, full plank center, side plank right, full plank center, side plank left, full plank center, and down. All right? Now, I'm going to do the first round. We're not going to stop. We're going to try to keep going. You're not going to be held that long. I'll do the first round with my knees down, just the first part, and then I'm going to go to the full plank. You can do either one, right? So, press your chest up. First, let the shoulder blade go. Press up, blade down. Feel the support underneath. Knees are bent. You're making that nice straight line. Now take your hip, push. All right. Feel the shoulder blade. Now feel your tailbone, right? You did all those rollies. So we're not rolling onto our back, but you're taking your back towards the ceiling. So when we rolled from side to the floor in the rollies, the first thing that we wanted to hit the ground is the waist. That keeps that nice pelvis position. Here, we want the waist to be the highest position. So inhale, start your tailbone turning. Lift your pubic bone up into your spine, tuck your tailbone under, and there you have it. Waist is up, sit bones are down. Hold this. Keep feeling it. Keep riding that pubic bone up, pressing the sit bones down. We don't have that strap, but those muscles are awake. Now, we're going to roll onto the left. So start with the tailbone. Feel your tailbone roll left. Feel your hip push. Come all the way up. Shoulder blade down. Push. Push. And then again, see it in your mind's eye. Your weight, but so you have to tuck under, you have to pull the pubic bone, you have to send your tailbone towards your chest in order to make that happen. Rolling back to regular plank. So roll this tailbone first, lift your stomach up, slow motion, way easy it was last week, and you arrive here. Now, tuck your tailbone, add your feet. Unless you're already here, tailbone down. All right. Push away. Push up. Tailbone is going to start. That hip will lift. Nice and slow. Rolling onto your side. Push up. You could be on your knees still, or you're here. Full side plank. Breathe. Push up. Think about it. Pubic bone's going to pull to your waist. Tailbone's going to lead. Waist is going to go to the ceiling. Into the backs of your legs. Slow motion. Go. Roll. Center. Tuck it under. Fix your feet. I'm off on my mat. Push up. Other side. Start with your tailbone. Roll. Push. Breathe. Tailbone reaching towards your feet. Pubic bone pulling to your rib cage. Starting with your tailbone. Roll. Lift the waist. Tuck your tailbone. Tuck your tailbone. Center. Knees down. Pelvis down. Release. All right. Rolling over onto our spine. Yeah, rolling over under our spine. Bend your knees. So that was way more torso work than arm work. And so what I want you to do is just throw your arms out to the side. Take a couple of breaths here. And see if you can feel a nice flat line across your upper back. Mine feels pretty nice. You want to feel it broad. So really try to feel the breath pushing sideways. So we'll just end with a little twist. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And twist to your left. Knee can come down. Shoulder can come up. So we were working with this tailbone image. So every time you exhale, see your tailbone twisting to the left. And then let it go on the inhale. So inhale into the ribs. And then exhale, tailbone. Don't make it a big thing, just a little thing. Now we've let our stomachs go here. We're not trying to roll in one piece. We're just letting that connection go. The connection between the shoulders and the ribs and the pelvis. But still that tailbone image can help you twist a little bit more through the pelvis. Now slowly pull yourself back to center. Change legs. And drop to the right. Inhale through the ribs. Exhale. Feel your tailbone turning to the right. Turning to the right. And then slowly rolling back to center. Let your legs stretch out long in the corpse. Breathe. Big inhale, reach out, and then exhale, roll to your right side, and press yourself up to sitting. And that's it for today. Thank you all for your support, for your attention. Namaste.